really... Nice and clear. Hey, Mike. Hey, Blue. Hey, Martha. I was listening on Bobby's chat. That scream noise is a fox. Hey, Margaret, how are you? I've heard it 1,000 times. They have the weirdest scream, but you can actually go on YouTube and look under fox screams, and you'll hear the identical thing. Hey, Peppy. But you know, I agree with one thing that people do say. I know that the Sasquatch can mimic a lot of different animals. Hey, Brandon. But, hello, dads. But honestly, that's a fox. You can just YouTube it up yourself, but that is definitely a fox. He definitely has some creepy noises there, and I heard the same noise that everybody else heard where it sounded like it said hey, but I love listening to the night sounds, especially if you have a lot of animals out there. They can be so creepy. If you spend a lot of time in the woods or your area is in the woods, then you get to know the sounds pretty well. Like Bobby will tell you point blank what those noises are when he's out there. He knows. He wasn't able to, you know, be talking on the chat and listening, I don't think, but... And peacocks, he's got peacocks. They make weird noises too. Boy, I've seen quite a few of his videos where you can tell. I mean, I'm not saying that he doesn't have Sasquatch on the property, because I know he does. Especially that one poor thing. It reminds me of Rick. He's got one that tails him. But freaky, huh? I love listening to any kind of, or watching any kind of live chats where you get that kind of interaction. And we get excited. Hey, Andy, we get excited when we hear coyotes here, and everybody knows they're coyotes. Or the owl. It's just cool sounding, isn't it? Night sounds in the woods. It's great noise. But that hay, I heard that. And we've heard that here, though, too, haven't we, guys? But we're pretty sure that they say hey. I wonder if Bobby does that. Does he go out there and yell at them and go, hey, knock it off? So how is everybody tonight? Hey, Chris. Hey, John. Hello, Angelo. How are you? You drained? Holidays will do that to you. All the hubbub. Well, thank you very much. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you, too. Oh, who in their right mind will go to Wally World? Yeah, they have well, it's not really new, but you can call in, tell them what you want. Hey, Matt, tell them what you want, and then you can pick it up at the door. That way you don't have to go shopping. Order everything online and then just pick it up. If you think about it, that might save a little bit of buying on the spur of the moment. You know, you walk by the aisle where you smell food and you're like, oh, I want one of those. Hey, Bobby, what happened to your live stream? Hey, Bobby, tell everybody that that screech noise was a fox. You know the sounds out there by your place. Hey, Robin. But that was really cool hearing that hay. Oh yeah, they scream at night. Oh, big time. We had that here one night. Were you not here, Robin? That is the freakiest sound, and they have multiple sounds, foxes do. But that scream is, not saying that the sassies don't imitate, because they absolutely do, but that was a fox. Yep. I hear something out in the bush. Don't stress. No, I didn't hear any breathing, but I heard what sounded like hay. Of course, I don't have earbuds either, so I can barely hear. But I know the sounds, some of them. Like I was saying, hey, Reddy, how are you? Anybody that lives out in the woods, especially in a wooded area, knows the sounds out there. When it's cryptid, they'll tell you it's cryptid. Even the owls. When you hear your normal owl and all of a sudden you hear one that sounds like a cuckoo clock, you're like, okay. Oh. Yeah. I don't even have my cheap earplugs. The dog ate one of the earbuds off. What's it like having a pet fox? Foxy, that's cute. Oh yeah, peacocks too. They make weird noises, don't they? That scream they have freaks me out. They had them in Florida when I lived in Florida, right by the graveyard. That's where all the peacocks hung around, and they were just the noisiest thing. Yeah. uh, hey Rod. Yeah, I like it when someone calls it a broken hooter, because that's exactly what it sounds like. Instead of the whoo 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 whoo, it just goes whoo whoo. It's like, yep, you're broken. Oh, it's adorable. My coyote's coming in. Oh, really? Yeah, coyotes. Ew, Matt. Well, I'm surprised you didn't say you ate it. Hey, Tim. Oh, criminy. Hey, Buckeye girl. Merry Christmas to you, too. Yeah, foxes aren't liked around here either. They have a tendency to get into people's... Yeah, we have bobcats, too, here. They have a tendency to get to people's chickens or, whatever kind of birds. There's a house 2 streets over. The guy bought 2 pieces of property, so it gives him 8 acres. Hey, Chev, how are you, sweetie? And he put in, he's got a lot of chickens and turkeys and all kinds of other, birds. But then all the geese come into, because he built a pond and put a fenced area on the back side of it, and then a little bridge going from one side to the other. It's really pretty, as a matter of fact. Okay, Reddy, thank you very much, and I'm sorry. Condolences, sweetie. But he lost a whole bunch of them to foxes. He just started shooting them. Ooh, I've never seen a black fox. Okay, so now that I have everybody here, I'm going to tell you guys all something, because I can't, I'm just going to tell you guys what's going on. Remember, I was telling you, and I don't want to ruin your Christmas, so don't be concerned. Everything's going to work out. But here's the deal. Remember, I told you about the problems we were having with the house and the mortgage and everything? Well, we got our walking papers today. We have 45 days to leave. So I probably won't be going live after much longer. I don't know where we're going. We're kind of in a bad position right now. We don't know where to go. We have to go get the RV. I think we'll probably have to travel around for a little while. But we're losing our home. And they gave us 45 days. So that'll be the end of Lady in the Woods for a while, until we find a place to live and I can get some internet and things calmed down. But I just wanted to let you guys all know. I want you guys all to have a Merry Christmas. I want you guys to know that I love you all, and that's just the way things are going to be. But just letting you guys know, telling you up front, because I hate getting on the live chat and everybody saying, how are you? And me saying fine, which is a lie. Because it's pretty stressful, I mean, we knew it was coming. We were just kind of hoping we'd have another place before then. Some place to go. But that's the way it is. Anyways, now that that's out of the way and you guys realize it'll be gone, I won't be able to do live chats like this anymore. But don't worry about it. Pray for the family if you would. I'd appreciate it. But for the time we have, we are going to go ahead and spend as much time as we can together that I can go live and go from there. Yeah, it'd be different, Rod, if we had someplace to go, but I can't really see 9 of us being in an RV. That's just not going to be possible. And my granddaughter's expecting her child, and homeless isn't something we want to think about even any time of the year, especially Christmas. Every single person in our family today, when we got the news yesterday, today every single person was in their bedroom with the door closed. Silent. Everybody was quiet today. You know, just thinking about everything. But like I said, we are going to do what we normally do. And I'm going to try very hard, like I said, to go live as much as I can. Yeah. I don't know about that, Tim. There's 9 of us. But one way or another, things have a way of working things out. Whatever will be, right? But I figured I'd let you guys know now, because I don't want to just disappear and not be able to get in touch with you guys. So now that you know the channel will be ending, at least we can look around, find someplace else we can go, or you guys can go, until I can hook back up again. Okay? Hey, Homer. How are you? No squirrel heads. No squirrel heads, Tim. Hey, it's life. You know, it happens. Just know. Yeah. Yep. I do have a tent. Hey, it's all right. Don't worry about it. Like I said, prayers are good, guys. I'd appreciate the prayers. But that's not what we're going to do tonight. Tonight we are just going to say Merry Christmas to everybody, and Christmas is coming very, very quickly. Thank you, Matt. Won't have phones either, so. Hey, Jeff. You guys all have your Christmas trees ready and your presents underneath your trees? You didn't wrap it yet? Well, we're going to get rid of everything that we can possibly get rid of. We won't have any place to get a bill for phones. You know, unless you just get the ones you just go to the store, buy them and have that prepaid stuff. Ooh, I haven't had chestnuts in a long time. When was the last time you did that, Tim? That's right. So we will get prepaid. Oh my goodness. I'm jealous, Tim. Yeah, it'll work fine. I'm not worried about it either. I just heard a nice tree knock. Did you guys hear that? Nice little knock. It clicks off. Yeah, no, it was outside. Oh, cool. Oh, I don't know, Brandon. I think it'll be fun to be on Christmas Eve. We can all sit here and have our, oh, you know what I want? Which, my daughter-in-law got when she got her food stamps. She bought the apple cider, or she bought the cider. So I'm going to warm up some cider, sit by the window. You mean heck yes, right, Brandon? We can sing Christmas carols. Oh, you are, Angelo? I love warm cider. Hey, yeah, Hobbit has to finish his 12 days of Squatchmas. He was doing pretty good there for a while. But we only got 6. Was it 6 or 7, Martha? Ooh, isn't that good, Jeff? Yeah, it is addicting. Yeah, I don't drink alcohol. Chris. Don't feel bad about talking about food. We're going to have ham. Daughter-in-law got her food stamps, and we have Christmas dinner. Of course, somebody else helped out too, which I won't mention any names. So we will definitely have Christmas dinner. No, I can't eat the ham, but I can have the yams and I can have the green beans. I make green bean casserole, yams. Hey, Michael. And the ham, and I put cherries and pineapple on top, which I can eat the pineapple. And then I make rolls, mashed potatoes, gravy. No, don't mail me some squirrels. No, thank you. Wait until we move, then I'll get squirrel. Then I'll get your recipe for squirrel stew. I got a hunch we're gonna be eating a lot of meals out there. Yeah, sweet potatoes. I can eat sweet potatoes. I can't have mashed potatoes. Isn't that weird? But I can have sweet potatoes. My stomach likes sweet potatoes. Cool, Robin. Oh yeah, remember Bob said that all they eat for Christmas over there in Germany is fish, any kind of seafood. Yeah, I was practicing my rabbit trap. I gotta get a little bit better. It sprung on me twice. I know how to make 2 different kinds, but the last one that I attempted kind of didn't work right. I'm gonna have to watch some YouTube videos. Hey, Darlene, how are you? Merry Christmas. Potato salad. I can't eat potato salad. I love potato salad, though. I can make a mean potato salad. Oh, really? Really? That's cool. Oh, it is cold by this window. Five appointments? What, doctor's appointments? Hey, Big Rob. Merry Christmas. No, I don't, Angelo. Rabbit sticks. That's cute. Yeah, I like celery seed. Sometimes we'll put celery in it, but... Ooh, it's got a breeze. Hey, Bobby, you still here? Non-returning boomerangs. That's cute. Oh, it's pretty clear to me. I can see. It's... What? It's clear. See, look how clear it is. How you doing, Chev? Oh yeah, me too, Jeff. There's so many wild edibles out there that are really good. Yeah, they're healthy for you too. It's a fake smile, Chev. Hey, Cryptid. Yeah, it's the street light on the concrete. You see, actually what you're looking at is the street and the light from the street light shining down on it. Ooh, I wonder what the temperature is. It's gotta be like 30, maybe lower. I can see my breath. It's very quiet tonight. It has been too for a while. I wonder if they're not hiding. I'm going to put on Christmas Eve. I think what I'll do is if it's quiet enough, I'll go downstairs and I'll put a fire on and then we'll sit by the fireplace. How's that? We won't be looking outside. We'll be looking at the fireplace. Yeah, maybe they're out collecting their meal for Christmas Day. 37 degrees. It certainly feels colder than that. I gotta put my blanket up. And I made me some fresh coffee. Oh my Lord, it's so good. Just think, in a couple of days, all the hubbub, well, no, I take that back. I was going to say all the hubbub will be over, but it won't, because then they're going to have the after Christmas sales, and then everybody's going to gear up for the New Year's. I'm telling you, you guys better go to the store now and not go back until after New Year's. I talked to Tex earlier. He's going to do a Christmas Eve live, and then he's going out to do another live video out on some property. And then after that, he's invited me the first week of January to come on to his channel to do a med chat. It is overrated. Oh my goodness, Darlene, I'm sorry to hear that. We will definitely keep him in our prayers. Surgery is surgery. Did you put a new one out, Cryptid, after the last one I just watched? Juju. Sounds like voodoo stuff. Prayers, prayers, prayers. Oh, okay. Well, good. I'll have to go back and watch it. Oh, I'm telling you, those rocks were incredible. Hello, Cryptidville. How are you? You know that one, the one rock that was kind of sitting on another rock? It looked like it was propped up by that little rock. You know which one I'm talking about? That gave me the creeps. Can't sleep, huh? I'm sorry you can't sleep. You can just join the rest of us crazy people that stay up all night long until your eyes close. I'll have Matt sing to you. Yeah, almost, if you think about it, it's almost like there's a world underneath it, right, Cryptid? Isn't that what it feels like when you walk up on it? Like they were all placed there? And it just kind of slays me because those flat rocks look like they were cut and stacked. Big Red. And yeah, I can't wait. Did you go back there, Cryptid? Is that where your video was from today? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. like it was something was built there. You could just feel it, you know, you can just, I mean, that was so weird. I see a kitty on the roof again. Hey, kitty, kitty. You can't come in. No, you cannot. What are you doing on the roof? Too bad you guys couldn't see it. What are you looking at, huh? I wish the weather would change so I get my crickets back. I like my crickets. So when you going back there, Cryptid? And did you say, or did I misunderstand you saying that you were going to do a night sleep out there? Did you say that? Did I hear you say that on one of your videos? Good night, Robin. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Prayers, prayers, prayers. Have fun. Yeah, I know you're going on vacation, but did you say you were going to try to sleep up there or tent up there? Or did I misunderstand that? Ooh, that should be exciting. Hey, can you actually go live out there? Thank you, Reddy. Same to you, hon. Prayers going your way. I pray for everybody on the chat every single night. So if you have specific prayers or specific needs, go ahead and tell me if you'd like to, and I'll add that. I'll be more specific in my prayers. But every one of you guys are on my prayer list at night, and I pray specifically for things that I know about. I'm very, very faithful in my prayers. You don't need subs if you use Streamlabs. Oh, I have, Angelo. Kung Fu movies. I've been watching Christmas movies. Yeah, what you need to do is download it on your phone, Cryptid, and then you need to email me, and I'll walk you through it. I don't do anything, Chef. Just here as a family. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't really Angelo until later on, you know, when I thought about it. You know what I'm saying? The initial sightings that I had was just like, oh my gosh, there's no way. I mean, but I didn't get yelled at or screamed at or chased or roared at or nothing like that, so. And I had a face-to-face encounter in my window, and that didn't freak me out till later. Hey, Doodled. Cryptid, I'll be ending the live streams because we're losing our house. We've got 45 days to move. We're losing our home and find someplace else to go. So I won't be back on until we've actually found someplace, and hopefully get internet in that location. So I'll be gone for a while. But I won't forget you guys, and I'll try very hard to keep you up. Orange juice is good to put on squirrel, on a lot of other things. No, not the RV parks here, Jeff. They are all drug infested. I wouldn't put my worst enemy in any of these RV parks, so we're just gonna have to drive around for a while. Hopefully we'll have enough money to put my stuff in storage so we don't lose that. But I live in Arkansas, Cryptidville. But anyways, like I said, we're not talking about that. We are going to talk about Christmas, and we are going to talk about Sasquatch. Have you seen one, Angelo? Yeah, well, I tell people, a lot of people that want to see one, be careful what you wish for. I say a lot of people have said that too, because sometimes it's not worth it. Once you see one, your entire... You know what? I think I've said this 100 times, but I've said it once. You tell someone that when they see it, their world changes, and they're like, yo, I can imagine, until you do. I mean, literally, your entire world changes. No, they don't understand. And if it's a bad encounter, the PTSD is worse than anything that I can imagine. I know people that, I know grown men that still cry about it and have lost their families and friends because nobody believes them. And they're just devastated. No, Chev, that's not going to do any good, sweetie. Thank you anyway. But we just need too much, and there's no way. So, thank you. I appreciate the offer, but there's nothing you guys can do. Hey, Belle. I'm just seriously blessed with all the friends and family, and it's all right, Chuck. It's all right. Life happens. It's been a while since I've been in this position. Who I feel sorry for is my husband. And I thank you guys for all the offers, for allowing me to come on your property and stuff. But like I said, I have to make sure my grandkids have a place to go before I think about anything. I'll roam around in the trailer. I don't care. But my kids have to have some place to go that's going to be safe. They're not going to be homeless. I won't allow it. That's my biggest concern. And Christmas. Why would they do this at Christmas time? What is wrong with these people? They're disgusting. Hey, Patrick. But we are not having this conversation anymore, so stop having the conversation. I want it to be happy from now on. Yeah, it's not like I haven't been here before. I went through this growing up. It was just, at my age, the deja vu is like a slap in the face. But, life happens. Yeah. I wrote to him and told him I pray that they get blessed as much as they bless others. Ooh, I need my heater. I cannot find... One of my grandkids has got my heater. Yes, he does. Absolutely, Tim. Jeff. You're bad. Your story's on my computer. I'll have to do that before I leave. I promise you'll have your story. Hey, Camaro, welcome back. I wish I knew. Now, I want the people that move in here after we're gone to have good encounters. Maybe Boo will follow me. I don't even think Boo's here anymore, to tell you the truth. Gonna have to try to get Kevin down here before we go. One last time. Hi, Skies. Skies took my drone. You sure the sky took your drone and not a tree? I don't know. Is that Lewis? Nope. They took all, they took all your drones? Oh, you poor thing. Who's stealing your drones? Are you kidding me? Hey, Bronzini, how are you? Welcome. I wouldn't go into the clouds either if I were you. What did you discover, Skies? Good to hear, good to hear, good to hear. I hope you have a very, very, very Merry Christmas. Oh, that's my coffee pot. Telling me my coffee's ready. Woohoo! That sounds like your coffee pot, Bill. Remember the other night? It's at the end of the water. All right, I'm going to leave you guys at the window for a second so I can go make my coffee. Stay there. Be good. I'll be right back. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. Quiet, coffee pot. Wow. Now this coffee, what's it called? Where'd it go? My son got this coffee. It's called 1850 Black Gold. It's some good coffee. Yum, 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 yum. Love and joy come to you. Oh my goodness, where is this? Are you singing Kung Fu Fighting? You're supposed to be singing Christmas music. What is wrong with you? No kung fu fighting. All right. Now my blankies all around me. Well, I go to bed about 4 o'clock, Bronzini. Oh my gosh, that's so good. Hey, Martha, have you ever had it? 1850. That, I'll tell you what, that stuff, no, I hardly ever sleep. What is wrong with you? Oh my goodness. Okay, so, Skies took my drone. Did you answer me and say what you found when I went to go get my coffee? Yeah, I know. I step away and everybody goes crazy. See, my problem is, Jeff, is I tell them to behave themselves. If I don't say that anymore, they probably will behave themselves. But when I tell them to behave themselves, then they all get crazy. Okay. Yeah. Never say never, Angelo. All right, Skies, I'm going to go to my computer and read what you wrote so you don't have to repeat it. Okay, you be blessed too. Merry Christmas. Thank you for joining us. I'd be afraid to learn what's up there in those clouds. Oh, Martha, this stuff is called 1850, and it is so good. Oh my goodness. Really good. Oh my goodness. It's really, really good. And the chat's going so fast, I'm missing everybody's conversations. Good night, Camaro. Bless you. Merry Christmas. Old coffee. It's just called 1850. But you ought to try it if you like strong coffee. Hey, Rodrigo. Welcome back. Pig and turtle? What? Tim, you've got to be kidding me. Your combinations are just out of this world. How are you tonight, Rodrigo? I can't get no. Hi, my lurkers. Merry Christmas. Love you all. Oh, that bites, Martha. I'm sorry, sweetie. But do you have somebody that's going to fix it for you? And Matt, how's the fire going? What gave you arthritis, Patrick? The only reason I love Christmas, guys, is because honestly, oh, cool, Martha. I love the way people are sentimental during Christmas. Exactly, Chris. Exactly. I will once we find some place to go. Oh, I'm sorry, Matt. Prayers for you, sweetie, that you stay safe. 1850 coffee is smooth. It's dark. Oh, cold brew? Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. You guys are talking my language. I absolutely love coffee. I do worry about you. Don't you tell me not to worry about you. I do. I worry about everybody, but only to a degree because then I got to put you in God's hands. Ew, Folger. Ew. Now that's not even coffee. No, it's not. Instant Folgers is nasty. Amen, Tim. Amen. Excuse me. I'm in Arkansas right now, Bronzini. Oh, really, Chris? How was it? Well, I didn't hear you sing it, Tim. Yeah, I like the mushroom coffees. I don't like hazelnut type coffee and stuff like that. But yeah, black silk is good. Well, I didn't try Folgers black silk. This that's what my son is. Yeah, my tummy just growled. I do too, Chris. I don't have a choice. That's what maintains my weight. But I love to make my own. It's so good. If you put a little bit of coconut oil in it and put it under your, if you have a cappuccino machine that makes your froth, and you put a little bit of coconut oil in it and use the frother, oh my gosh, that stuff is phenomenal. It's so good. Not very much, though. You can't, because then it tastes yucky, but just a tiny bit. And it's really healthy for you, too. Yeah, there's a lot of people. Shut up, stomach. Every time I sit at this window, my stomach gets louder and louder and louder. And I don't even have that stupid speaker on. It's not stupid. I found out what was up with Tony. You remember the storms, Martha, that you were talking about that was in Tony's area? Tony and his family were actually in a shelter. Who's yelling at you? Am I yelling at you, Patrick? Or somebody else yelling at you? Yeah, they're okay. But that's where they were. That's why we couldn't reach them. But he finally texted me and let me know that he was all right, that they were okay. But I guess his daughter did something to with the phone, let it die or something, and they were in the shelter, and so they had no way of reaching anybody. But the storms there were pretty bad. Plus, he's not feeling too well right now either, so maybe he'll pop in here tonight and say hello. That would be nice. So, Tony, if you're lurking, you better say hello. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say this. I know that everybody's got Christmas on their mind, but what happens right after Christmas? Right after Christmas, everybody does the New Year's resolutions, right? So, what are your New Year's resolutions, or do you have any? I can't wait to hear these, especially from you, Matt. It's a good thing Hobbit's not here. Excuse me. Ooh, I love a fireplace. Maybe, Matt. Those are good answers, guys. Okay, don't work too hard, Patrick. Good night. God bless you. Merry Christmas. No, we don't want to talk about that. Good night, Cryptid. God bless you. Merry Christmas. And I hope you have safe travels. How on earth can you eat 3 times more squirrel than you're already eating, Tim? That just doesn't make any sense. I will as much as I can, Cryptid. More peoply. That's a cute name. That's a cute word, Cryptidville. You want to be more peoply? I think we just need to remember that everybody that's going through something, and you go through something long enough and it has a tendency to change how you act and respond to others. But if you take what you're going through and you look at somebody else and imagine they're going through the same thing, your eyes see them differently. Not everybody's bad. Look at how many people we have on our chat that are loving and compassionate, care about other people. We're not alone out there, you know. Forgiveness is key, like I said. I tell you guys that all the time. Forgiveness is key. I guess Bobby left, huh? I wonder if he's got any more activity going on. I forgive you now, go away. That sounds like me, Matt. Honestly, that sounds just like me. I love you, I forgive you, now beat it. Go away. I love you, but I don't have to like you very much. It's much easier to love somebody at a distance, isn't it? I think that's why they coined the phrase familiarity breeds contempt. The longer you're around somebody, the more you can nitpick. Come on, babies, where are you? Hello? I didn't play my music tonight. Oh, I'm bad. Yep, I have my coffee right here. It's keeping my hands warm. That's cute, Angela. That sounds a little bit like me. Nobody wants to see me when I first wake up. I need my coffee. Chev, are you still here? What do you do, fall asleep? I'm gonna have to whistle. Have you heard from Kevin? Shut up, stomach. I hear a motor. Are you dreaming of a white Christmas? Oh, cool. Good night, Chuck. God bless you too. Merry Christmas. Hugs and much love. One day at a time, sweet Jesus. That's all we can do, one day at a time. Oh my goodness, it's cold. Oh, thanks a lot, Chris. As long as I'm not the snack, I'll be happy. You know, a lot of people think that, well, I could take that back. Not a lot of people. Some people think that the Sasquatch, you know, kind of like hibernate during the wintertime. And I think they get pretty active right before the real cold weather sets in. I notice they're really active in October around here, sometimes November. Oh, I'm sure we have cats here for snacks. What kind of signs did he post? Oh, that sounds good, Tim. I'll be right over. I love catfish. What do you post? No hunting or trespassing sign? Oh, no trespassing. Yeah, people don't listen to no trespassing signs very much. You have to get those signs that say if you're reading this, you're within scope range. Not Sasquatch, Big Rob. I found another one too that says, warning, I give no warning shots because of the price, the rise in cost of bullets. I was just on the website looking at all these different hunting posters, and there's a lot of them out there that are really funny. I would never shoot a Sasquatch, not that I know of. Hopefully that never happens. Hubcap-sized Australian spiders. Yeah, I was watching a video that said that one of those spiders in Australia was actually like a foot in diameter. I was like, what? I would die. I think I would just die of shock right there. Yeah, that's what mine says, Chev. I have one downstairs that says, don't worry about the dog, watch for the wife. Ew. I bet you wouldn't eat those spiders. I bet you wouldn't even eat those spiders, Tim. Well, might be the last time you did. I don't know. Matt, have you ever heard anybody eating those spiders? And Mike, are you driving? Yeah, exactly, Angelo. Mikey. Yeah, Mikey will eat anything. Hey, give it to Mikey. He likes it. I know, right? They eat tarantulas? Really? I'd say probably about 10 miles away from here, a friend of mine who's a cop in Hackett, he told me a couple of years ago when he had just bought this house out there, right? He rolls down his window and he's driving. He goes, "You hear that?" And I said, "Yeah, what is that noise?" And he said, "I'm driving over tarantulas." There must have been thousands of tarantulas. I thought tarantulas had an area that I didn't know that they congregated, but you could hear them crunching. It was disgusting. And he said it happens once a year. I was like, oh my gosh, I couldn't live there. Can you imagine walking outside and seeing thousands of tarantulas? What if they were all over your car? How would you get in it? I don't think I'd leave my house. Yeah, yeah. Flamethrower when you walk out your door. Yep. Flamethrower, fire extinguisher, something. Yep. Oh my goodness, no thank you. Uh-uh. And I don't mind spiders, and I've got a tarantula in my backyard that lives back there. And I mean, and he's beautiful. He is absolutely gorgeous. Got so much colors on him. But, and I wouldn't kill him. But if I walked outside and there were thousands everywhere, no thanks. Here's spraying a lighter. Yeah, I know they are, and I live right next to Fort Chaffee. Nuke 'em. Where do you live, Cryptidville? Booty slide. Can you imagine that? Imagine trying to wash it off your vehicle. Ew. But you know someone that lives in Hackett, in Arkansas? Yeah, it is. Yeah, and send it where, Jeff? They'd want too much money to do DNA samples. Yeah, exactly, Chev. Oh, well, that's cool. Yeah, we got a friend that lives in Hackett that took a picture with their phone of a black panther in their backyard, and they said that the police told them that they took that off the internet or something because it wasn't real. And the guy was out there. They had moved on the property, brought their grandkids out there. He used his rifle scope to look around, the tree line, and actually got a picture of a black panther. Gave it, called the sheriffs, showed them a picture, and the sheriff said, "Well, you had to have gotten that off the internet because we don't have black panthers here." And he was like, "What the heck do you think this thing is?" I mean, the thing was, 3 foot tall, for crying out loud. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you're kitty kitty. No, thank you. And that's only 10 miles away from me, not even. Starsky and Squatch. Good night, Andy. God bless you, hon. Merry Christmas. I'm going to try to do a Christmas Eve. Depends on how long Tex is on. We'll sit by the fire for a while if I can. But good night, hon. Thank you for coming by. There you go. Hello, Tex. I thought you were sleeping. You're supposed to be in bed. Poor lamb. Well, we'll be on your live chat Christmas Eve, and then when you're done, I'll go sit by the fire. Oh, of course not, Jeff. What do you want them to say? Yeah, that's a Sasquatch. Good night, Pappy. God bless you, hon. Much love. I'll talk to you before Christmas. Oh, 23rd. Sorry, guys. I got that wrong. It's tomorrow night, not Christmas Eve. Oh, those were awesome, Matt. Those were absolutely awesome. Well, of course they do, Chris. Everything's a bear. Yeah, you know what you need to do? Ask park rangers, hey, how many dead bears have you had to get rid of? They're like, what? I never seen a dead bear. Catch them in their ignorance, and they're not too happy. They'll tell you Bigfoot can't exist because they never found bodies. I think it'd be great if the rangers wore the cameras like cops do. You know, so when they went out doing stuff, they'd catch it on camera. I'm sure they do, Cryptoville. Yeah, that's my point. They're all about telling you how they can prove that they don't exist. Yet they know darn well that some of the stuff that they can't explain themselves or are not allowed to say, they know. Anybody that spends any time out there knows, no matter what they say. All you can do is wish for them to have a good encounter. Not a bad one, but a good one. Oh, some of them you might want to wish they had a bad encounter, but not really. I'm just being mean. I've had a lot of people over the years just laugh. You know, tell me that, come on, Dee, give me a break. You know, you, of all people, believe in Sasquatch, you know. I said, have I ever lied to you? Is this something that you think I'm just going to make up for no reason? Why would I? I mean, seriously, why would anybody make that up? It's an experience you'll never get anyplace else. I think you can lose a lot of your credibility. Even if they know that you don't lie, you know, you'll still lose your credibility the minute you mention any kind of cryptid at all. But heck, I've lost my credibility to a lot of people talking about the Lord too, so what do I care? At this point, I don't care. Exactly, Cryptoville, doesn't it? And Tex will tell you the same thing. It just gets stranger and stranger the more you're into it. Oh yeah, Tex, some of the people I used to talk to on a daily basis don't even talk to me anymore. That's why I was so surprised that my neighbor across the street was receptive to it. You know, I was really shocked because he's very stoic, you know, I mean, and he's by himself a lot. You know, he's not one of the neighbors that always comes out and says hi or sits and talks to you or has a cup of coffee. I mean, they just don't do that around here. And he was really receptive because he's had so much activity. Oh, that's easy to do, Angelo, don't you think? It's like I've said before, and I know you haven't been here, but I tell people I don't think it was the height that bothered me as much as it was the girth. You know, how wide these things were and how bulky. And, you know, I've seen smaller ones, but the big ones are the ones that you say, oh my gosh, that thing had to be 10 foot tall. You don't know that it's 10 foot tall unless you measure. But anybody who works on ladder, I mean, I restored houses for years, and you could look at a wall, and I know what an 8-foot ceiling is compared to a 12-foot ceiling or a 17-foot ceiling. So that's where I get my ideas from, or the approximate height of the ones I've seen. And the one that was outside my camper, I was saying in the beginning that I thought it was about, maybe 8 foot tall until I realized, we had to put a ladder up to get up on top. That thing was over 8 foot. Had been closer, the one at the window was like 7.5 foot tall, but the one standing by the push out had to be closer to 10. Yeah, exactly, Tex. And I don't have any proof. And you guys, any of you guys see the video that Lisa did when she went to visit me up there on the property? Did any of you guys watch that video? Most of the people that saw the video where we did the reenactment said they could not see that shadow by the tree. They could not see Boo sitting there. They said that was a tree. And we even showed it during the daytime. Well, I was in the wrong place. I was showing her where the small one was that I saw that was walking, not where Boo was hunched down. What was weird about that, if you look at that photograph, his shoulders weren't, up high. Like if you think about squatting down, and putting your hands between your legs like you're going to take off running, that shape didn't even look like that. So how was he squatted down? It just, man, the way that their body mechanics are just so much different than ours. But I would love to take out a couple of people that don't believe out to the properties that I know where they're really active. I'm sorry, but I would love to. But some of those people, honestly, have never spent the night in the woods in their life. They probably have never gone for a walk in the woods. That's why it's so easy for them to say this stuff doesn't exist. They've never been out there. Or you have people that have been hunting or fishing or camping for 30, 40 years that have never heard anything. Oh, really, Tex? I think that'd be freaky. Yeah, it is Cryptidville. It's very strange to try to explain to somebody how they squat or run and things like that. Doesn't sound right, but if you once you saw them and you saw how their body mechanics work, then you'd understand. But it's very hard. Oh, no thanks. Hi, Miss Myra, how are you? No, thank you, Tex. I've already had mine. Close enough. Not really, Angelo. Kind of like when the silverback gets ready to take off, but then the rest of it, no. Their knees don't bend like ours do. Yeah, remember as a kid when you played leapfrog? Okay, Miss Myra, we'll definitely pray for you, hon. Well, theirs don't, you know how your legs have to go out? Theirs don't do that. And that's what's freaky. Yeah. It just doesn't, it's not normal. It's nothing like we couldn't do that. We could not walk or squat or run. you know, crouch run the way they do. It's just impossible. And I have yet to see an animal that looked anything like it, with the exception of a spider, when they're belly crawling. Now the running part of it, it just doesn't look, it doesn't look natural, number one. Number two, sometimes they're so lightning quick that you really have to question whether you saw something or not. You're gonna blame your eyes, you know, you're gonna say, you know, my eyes are just playing tricks. But they do move that fast. Many times I've sat here and just saw a black blip, you know, and couldn't even follow it. Many times on the property, same thing. They're just lightning fast. It is strange. Miss Myra, do you want it specific or just prayer, hon? No? Which film, Jeff? Don't lose hope, Miss Myra. Things are bad here too, but I'm not losing hope, hon. You've got to stay strong, especially during these times. You've got to stay strong. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. It'll be there. Your strength is going to help others, believe it or not. You're always being watched. So how you handle this will make you stronger for the next time and the next time. And then it makes it easier to get through the next time. Started at fairs with 180 screens. Oh yeah, I understand that completely, Miss Myra. 100%. I am in the same boat. But I refuse to back down. I refuse. Tex, do you know what video it is? I don't know. Oh my gosh, it's cold. I might go put my coat on. That's how cold it is. And how did I miss a video of a Sasquatch chasing elk? Oh yeah, especially the blessed breastplate of righteousness. Oh really? What was it? What kind of, I don't understand. Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah. Where they thought the guy was on a bike? Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, okay, yeah, I saw that one. Yeah, Jeff, now I got it. First they said it looked like he had a backpack on and he was going so fast he had to have been on a bike, and there was a trail there, and I remember, yeah, you're right, Tex, Thinker Thunker broke it down. My favorite one that they broke down is the one where it looks like it's throwing something at a bird. It's over on another mountain. These two guys are on one side, and the Sasquatch is on the other side, and it looks like it's throwing something at a bird, and it steps down off of a embankment or cliff or something. Oh my gosh, Chris. What? I was listening to Wes Germer, Sasquatch Chronicles, and he was interviewing a guy that found a, what did he find? He found a deer that was up in a tree, and they said that cougars had done it, that cougars bring their prey and put them up in trees. Where'd you guys see this? Why am I not seeing it? Yeah, yeah, I don't doubt it. Right, Jeff, I remember that. That's okay, we know what you're talking about now, Jeff. Yeah, I'd like to talk to David Paulides, although a lot of his stories are the same. You know, he has he fixates on the certain ones, you know, like where the footprints are right there and then all of a sudden they just disappear. Those are the ones he really fixates on, certain ones that he just can't get past, you know, they make no sense at all. Like that kid that was eventually found 22 miles away from where he got lost, and all he had on was his diaper, and that was it. He had nothing, all of his clothes were gone. They couldn't figure out how the kid made it that far away, that fast, and where does clothes go? It was too cold for the boy to be out there in the first place, and they just didn't know. And then they found that the other one that he's really, yeah, we know which one it is, Jeff. I remember now. Um, the other one that David talks about is the one where they found the kid shoved up in the rocks. Oh, right, Chev, I remember that. Yeah, you notice, Chris, that we've never heard another sound out of that. I don't know. I have no idea. I've never been into vampires and werewolves and all that kind of stuff, even growing up. I mean, heck, my favorite old movie was Frankenstein and The Mummy, not vampires. I just never have. I've never been attracted to any of that. Yeah, I'm have to agree with you, Chris. There he is. Every time I talk about you, your ears must burn. Hi, Tony. How are you, sweetie? I have no idea. I have no idea. Never been into any of it. Ooh, it looks like we're getting kind of misty out here, kind of foggy. Ooh, that'll be creepy. Your property is flooded? Where are you at, Tony? And oh my goodness, how flooded is it? Yeah, I watched a movie like that just the other day. Tex. I forgot what it was called, but it was a movie. It was an old movie. Yeah, guys, I'm not into vampires and that kind of stuff. How is it in the house, Tony? I never did understand that, Chris. Have you? Why would anybody think that sucking your blood would be romantic? I don't know. But look at these kids walking around with ickies the size of your fist on their necks. Gosh, just disgusting. Oh, Dotloff Pass. Oh, I hope your house doesn't get flooded. Yeah, I did. Watched a lot of those texts. I never watched that movie, Chris. Can you guys see the fog rolling in? Oh, I never watched any of them. Like I said, I'm not into any of that stuff. Yeah, it looks like tonight be a good night for prayers, guys. Like a lot of people need help. So let's pray, okay? Father in heaven, we come before you tonight as a family. We come to you all in agreement and prayer, Father. Many people that are on this live chat. We are here to serve you, Father. We are here to help each other, to pray for each other, to edify each other, to lift each other up. But we can't do any of that without you. Lord, I ask you to bend your ear and hear our prayer. Forgive us of any sin that we've committed that would hinder our prayers to you. And I pray that you cover us all with the blood of the Lamb. Keep us protected, Father. Keep the enemy far from us. When you said the best prayer was, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. You said that was the best prayer because it covered it all. We're asking for special prayer, Father, for those that need your help. They need miracles. We have fires, we have floods, we have disease, we have famine. We have people that have lost hope, Father, and we need you desperately. And I thank you and I praise your holy name that you've put this family together, that we can help each other. And I ask you, Lord, just outstretch your hand and give them hope. Father, whatever small things that you can do, those little things are the things that can easily beset us or can easily lift us up if we're paying attention. So even the smallest thing that you can do, Father, let us know by I don't want to cry. Let us know, Father, that we are hidden under the shadow of your wings, and that we mean more to you than a sparrow by answering small prayers. Lift us up this Christmas season, and especially give people hope that have lost family members, loved ones. They feel alone. We need you more than ever. And I thank you for who you are. I thank you for everything that you've ever done. And I thank you for what you're going to do. Let us not concentrate on tomorrow, for today has enough worries of its own. Those are from your words. We love you, Lord, and we thank you in Jesus' name. Amen. Blessed be the name of the Lord. It's very, very, very easy for me when I start praying to cry because I can pick up sometimes how you guys are feeling. And when your heart's hurting, you make my heart hurt. So pray for each other. Stand on the word for each other. Don't be letting the enemy destroy what's left of what we have. We have family, we have friends. Some of us have health, some of us don't. Some of us have a place to live, some of us don't. Everybody has something that somebody else does not. So just keep everybody in your prayers. Hey now, no vote for Tex. Who started that? It was What's Up Paranormal. Did you say Amy started that, Tex? And did you guys know about the vote? I love you guys too. Sincerely, I do. I love you guys. And I feel very blessed to have you as family and friends. Yeah, Big Rob. I don't know where you vote. Where do you vote, Tex? That's what I said, Chris. When he sent it to me via text on my phone, I was like, "What is this? And since when can you vote?" But I guess they do voting where you vote for certain channels. But he's gonna go get the link. I don't know. Ugh, don't make me cry. I don't know. I didn't know anything about it, Jeff. I had never even heard about any kind of awards. That's a pretty picture over there. I wish you guys could see it blown up. If there was a way that I could zoom in, I would. You got the tree. You've got the fog rolling in. It's really a pretty picture. That's kind of the picture that I wanted for my, with the exception of a Sasquatch running and the wood and the words on the bottom, Lady in the Woods, for my t-shirts and mugs and stuff like that I was going to get. That's the picture right there. Remember I said the moon behind it and you saw the outline of the Sasquatch? Yeah. Oh, it's horrible, Chris. I've been crying a lot lately. Oh. That's just not me. I've never been a crier. Just never have been. I just too blasted stubborn to cry, you know, just go about my business. But I think it's picking up other people's emotions that make you cry. You know, sometimes people can't cry for themselves, you're crying for them. Yeah, I'm not depressed over my situation. I'm kind of angry. I'm kind of lost. You know, I don't know I really, for the first time in my life, don't know what to do. But I'm not depressed. You know, my crying is just a release of my emotions at this point because I have to regroup somehow. I just can't let it end this way, you know? My hubby's too old and too sick. I want to protect him, not put him out in the street. But that's why I didn't ask you guys for money. It'd take too much money when it would only then, it might give us a month or whatever, but we just need way too much money to ask for help. So that's why I said prayers would be the best. Let's see what God's got in store for us. No, you're not going to alarm me, Cryptid. I see stuff out here all the time. Good night, Darlene. God bless you. Merry Christmas. Remember I said before that sometimes I see blips, because they move so fast. A lot of times I sit here at the window when I'm not live, and I watch stuff like that happen all the time. I know there's activity out here many, many times. Sometimes they want to interact, and sometimes they just don't. I don't even see the bad part. It's is they turned over our loan to somebody else, so there's no dealing with them. But I would agree. Oh, it just looks so cool. It's been this way the past couple of nights. About this time the fog rolls in. It's cool looking to watch it through the trees. Yeah, Chris is on a roll tonight. Yeah, he is. He, Chris. Male, female. I know, right? No, that's right. You can't post the link here because you're not a... Well, hold on a second. You didn't. Hold on, Tex. Okay, Tex, now you can post it. Brrr. It can't be 37 degrees here. It's got to be like 20. Right, that's what I'm talking about, Jeff. Well, you can't post the whole, you can only post part of it. It won't let you put, well, yeah, it will. I've done it before. Instead of hitting copy paste, try the Control C and the Control V. Sometimes that's what I have to do. Wow. Hey, Martha, take a screenshot. Now. Come on, Tex. Oh, that's cute. Okay, it's Paranormal Portal what? It's What the Paranormal. Go to their website on YouTube. All right, hold on. Let me go see if I can find it. Hold on a second. Hey, Gator. Oh, I need to find a coat or something. It's really, really cold. Oh my goodness, I'm freezing. Oh, really, Cryptidville? That's something that happens a lot around here, too. Warm honey, Gator, with lemon. Warm honey and lemon. Hey, Cryptidville, what happens here is a lot of times we see, that's right, we see what looks like a lightning strike, and there's no lightning. And there's no fireflies out. That's what I say, Tex. You're a peach. And Martha is. She posts my email. Chev posts my PayPal. Gordon posts my PayPal. Martha does. Everybody does. They're on it. And I mean they're on it. You should be here some night, Cryptidville, when we have a lot of activity. Some of the stuff that you hear around here at night is just downright creepy. I haven't seen any eye shine in quite a while. And it was a cat on the back of my truck the other night when I said I saw the eye shine peeking around it. It was a cat sitting on the rail of my truck. I went to take the dogs out after I went live, and he was sitting up there. What do you mean I don't want you there? When you're here at night, when we're having activity, why not? Why would you say we wouldn't want you here? Yeah, you guys should vote for Tex and them guys, not me, because my channel won't be here much longer. Well, I guess I can keep the channel up, but I don't know if they're going to shut me off if I'm not active for a while. I don't know how YouTube works. Yeah, me too, Cryptidville. Doesn't seem to matter where I go. Most people call me Bait. Well, Robert Dawson used to call me Bait. Even if there's no activity, they'll leave it up. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought they shut down your channel. Well, that'd be cool. Yes, go to the end of his name and it'll say take you to channel. There's 3 dots at the end of his name. It'll say go to channel. Right there, like it says Angelo, it says your name. Go to the right of that and click, and there should be 3 dots once you're by their name. There's 3 dots. You right click that and it'll say go to channel. Or you can actually just click on his avatar. It should take you there. No problem. Glad to help. Thank you, Chev. Unk, unk, unk. My heater just turned on. I'm watching. I like to watch across the street because there's so many lights over there that when they walk past the lights, it blacks them out. And don't worry about Angelo. We all have to learn. I am not computer or tech savvy at all. I have to ask other people how to do stuff all the time. Oh, hey, Belle, so you're not the only one that your comments get cut off. Texas just did too. It does have, it's got to be you guys' name or the way my phone is set up. Because half your words are cut off. About 200 yards. Yeah, I know, right? Okay, I'm gonna turn it this way. See that one light right there that looks like it's moving? That's on the screen, so don't just ignore that one. But this is what we normally look at. And if there's any activity, what'll happen is those lights across the street will actually black out when they walk in front of them or run in front of them. And that's where we saw what looked like a lightning strike. See the brightest one on the right-hand side, the brightest light? Right next to that is where we saw what looked like a lightning strike. Everybody saw it. It was freaky looking. Remember that night, Chev? Hey, I see eye shine, guys. Hey, I see eye shine. The last two small lights on the house to the left. Look in between them. Not the bright light all the way to the left, but the two. Look in between it a little higher. And that looks like it's blinking. That looks like eye shine. I wish I could zoom. Yeah, dust off your screen. I have to do that too when I'm watching videos. Come on, babies. Come play. Boo. Why are you sneezing, Jeff? What is that? I gotta keep my eye on that. And I see another one off to the right, off to the left of that. Keeps coming in and out of focus. I don't know if that's a light. You're funny, Chev. All right, I need my coat. I gotta go get my coat, guys. I am freezing, literally freezing. Dang. I cannot believe how cold it is. Hold on, I'm just putting on my coat. I'm gonna put my blanket back on. I don't know. I didn't see nothing. I just got back to the window, though. I left my gloves in the truck. Stupid. Are you guys seeing that across the street? Maybe it's a light inside the... Maybe it's a light inside the house or something. I wish I could zoom. I tried putting that little camera thing up, Martha, and I can't get it to stay there. It knocks the camera, it knocks my phone over, especially with this little tripod. But that thing zooms really well. Okay, Tex. All right, yeah. Sorry I told everybody it was Christmas Eve. It's tomorrow. And I'm sorry. But good night. Do you have any honey, Gator? Good night, Big Rob. God bless you. Sweet dreams. And Merry Christmas if I don't see you before then. Good night, Tex. Yeah, Christ isn't in it. I know. I've seen the one I call Grandma was right on the other side of my driveway. She was right at the tree. She actually made it a point of standing out away from the tree so I could see her. My grandson and his friends went for a walk over there by where I had you guys pointed on the street, and I was sitting at my computer and I saw these lights flashing like crazy. And when they came in, they ran upstairs and told me, that they had seen one. Now, this was 2 separate times. The first time that I had seen Grandma, one I call Grandma, because she was gray. She had breasts, so I was female, but I called her Grandma. But this kid that was not a believer came in, and when my grandson said that he had seen the Sasquatch cross the street, he described her perfectly. Now, I hadn't told anybody. I had not told a soul what she looked like or anything, and he came and told me what she looked like, so I knew he was telling the truth. The second time, when the kids were out there and they were walking, and they came running with the flashlights and came upstairs and told me they saw one across the street, I went out there live and walked down the street, and he told me, the smallest kid, one of Gabe's friends, told me that it was really big, it was really wide, and it kind of bowed its arms out at him and kind of jerked forward like it was going to charge him, and he took off running. That's what scared him. So, yeah, they've been in the front yard. And I do have Martha sent it to me, and a couple other people sent it to me, but I've got a picture of them standing right on the other side of my truck, and you could see the eye shine. It was huge, and I mean, they were huge. So, yeah, they've been in the yard. Doesn't seem to have much activity lately, but boy, when they're active, they are really active. Would like to see what, Chris? You'd like to actually see them? Well, you need to come visit. And when they come around, I mean, I think the reason that they did it to the kids. Oh, are you on Messenger, Chris? Do you have Messenger? Shut up, stomach. Well, if you want, I can friend you on Messenger. Is it the same picture that you have up right now? You use the same picture as this? Because I can send you that picture. And did you ever watch Robert Dodson stuff? Okay, well, I'll look you up on it and friend you, and then I'll send you the pictures. think I still have them. Yeah, I do a lot of stuff on Messenger. I don't like Facebook, and Messenger's separate from Facebook now, which is really good because I hate Facebook. But I like Messenger. You sent me a screenshot? Hold on, let me go look. No, Chris, there isn't one with that picture. I am buffering. Hold on. This says I'm buffering. Am I buffering to you guys? Dagnabbit. Why does it do that? Okay. Okay, Chris, there's a picture of a guy standing next to a podium. There's a Chris with a blue background or pink background, and that's it. Yeah, there's not one that has the red picture. And I'm looking, hold on. I see all kinds of strange lights across the street, but I can't tell what they're from. I can't tell if the lights are between the leaves and just kind of flickering, you know, because I have leaves between here and there in the trees, so it's hard for me to tell what actually it is. But there is one that's pretty high up there off the ground that's over there all the way to the left. I can't tell you what that is because I don't know. It could actually be an owl in a tree, you know. Dang, it's cold. La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, say, okay, so Cryptidville, how many times have you seen Sasquatch? Or have you seen any other cryptids besides Sasquatch? No, I'm not. If you can't remember, that's fine. Welcome back, Tony. Oh, I haven't seen that many. I've seen Boo plenty of times, and Lizzie and I saw a new one, a young one, pretty young one, right before we left the property. And then I've seen two here, and then the two at the window. And then the one that I saw in Honubby. And I can't tell you how many times I've seen Boo. Oh, I've never seen any other cryptids. Oh, there you go, Chris. Martha can send you the pictures. She's got them. Thank you, Miss Martha. See, she's so much better at that than I am. Thank you, Miss Martha. How you been feeling, Chev? Yeah, I don't want to see my first one. I had a nightmare about a DM once, and that was the end of that. It's the first and only time I've ever had a nightmare about him. Shut up, stomach. It just whistles like crazy. It's like, feed me, Seymour. And if I eat, it makes more noise. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why we like this channel. Is because you can ask questions. People aren't going to laugh at you. They're not going to call you names. They're not going to make you feel stupid. They're very respectful here. This is a family. And we don't talk about other people's channels either. We don't make nasty comments about people. We don't talk about politics. We don't do any of that. It's a family channel. We can discuss all kinds of cryptids without repercussion. You're fine, Miss Myra. We don't use foul language here. My moderators are quick draw macaws. I mean, boom, gone. No, no, we don't talk about any of that stuff. What we do talk about, though, is the cryptids, and we pray a lot, and we talk about families and, you know, whatever. But we don't like running down the rabbit hole because most of us just rattle our heads. We don't have any idea what any of them really is. Yes, the people here actually do care. Now got me watching on the back of my truck. Why do I always see movement there? I'm going to turn you that direction. The dogs are trying to fold you up? What? Oh, that's okay, Jeff. We'll do all the praying. Yeah, there's so much about these things that we just don't know. And like I've said before, you know, I can tell you the stuff that goes on in my area or what I've experienced, but that's just me. That doesn't mean all of them are the same way. It doesn't mean every one of them do the same thing. But I believe that they are a people, and I believe that they are just like people, which means you have good ones, bad ones, cranky ones, sweet ones, compassionate ones. You know, you got all different kinds. And one thing that I've noticed is, you know, they have short fuses. You know, they don't like change. These are the ones on my property, the ones that I had. They didn't like change. You know, they'd get ornery. You know, they liked it when I put stuff out because they would play with it, you know. They don't play with stuff out here. You know, but then again, I don't put anything out here because I've got grandkids and their friends, so I never know who's touching what. So I couldn't put, like, even an apple on the truck because if it was gone and I asked the grandkids, they wouldn't say, you know, I mean, they would think it'd be funny if they said, no, we didn't take it, and actually they did because they think that that'd be funny. I'm pretty sure that that's a pretty solid statement. You know, I think that I think they pretty much do pick up your intent. You know, if you're out there to cause trouble or, you know, you're going to go hunting wrong or you're going to leave a mess all over the place, you know, and or you're out to kill them or something, I think they're pretty much, I mean, heck, if a dog can sense, you know, whether a person is bad or not or mean, I think these guys are much more capable than a dog. And there's a lot of people out there that know a lot, And they may come across because of their disposition as know-it-alls. I don't know, Angelo. I think that they have the people across the street that they've had for a long time. So I believe that if my neighbor starts going out and starts doing some of the stuff that I was doing, that maybe he'll just continue the activity, because I don't believe these guys are going to leave here. There's some stuff that I keep to myself because I've never heard it said before. And for some reason, I don't feel led to share. But then for the most part, some of the stuff that they do, most people know about anyway. And I'll share that because it just could be confirmation for somebody else. Oh, I don't know about that, Jeff. I wish. That's something I don't want to think about, is packing up. You realize we've been in this house 20 years. There's a lot of stuff that I'm going to have to get rid of. I just keep asking the kids, if you know anybody that needs something that we have, tell me, we'll give it to them. Okay, Bill. Yeah, a lot of us have the same problem, Cryptidville. And we won't mention any names here. No, I won't leave anything, Angelo. Like I said, there's a lot of people that have a lot of knowledge, spend a lot of time with these. And they have a lot of information. And because they're called liars and hoaxers, they have they have issues with talking to people because they're tired of being called liars and hoaxers. So their attitude is, this is the way that they are, take it or leave it. And it makes them sound like a know-it-all, but they know what goes on their property. But to somebody else, it makes them sound like they're a know-it-all. The ones that bother me are the ones that have not ever had an encounter and tell you everything about a Sasquatch. Now that type of person is the one I just don't subscribe to, or I don't listen to, because they have no experience. What they're doing is they're just jumping on somebody else's bandwagon. Now, they could be researchers trying to gather up all that information, but they should state that. Look, I've never seen one, but this is the information I've gathered from listening to all these people, and this is what I've come up on so far. Now that people would understand, and you got to respect that, because they're doing research even, behind a computer. But the ones that are out there in the woods that have never had an encounter and can tell you everything about them, no, I just don't listen to them. That's all I do. I just go about my business, but I won't talk about them. I won't mention their names ever. They will eventually learn. Because trust me, one thing I found out is when you think that these guys are going to do something all the time, and they change, it shocks the daylights out of you. Hey, Barry. Merry Christmas. Right, and a lot of people do. Nah, you're not, Jeff, and you know it. I don't think there's anybody that's an expert. I think that word is just the problem, I think using the word expert is a problem. I've been there too, Cryptid. They've tried to cripple my page more than once. and my name. Well, here's the deal. Look at how many places that have studied, in-depth studied, about the animals that are just indigenous to our areas. But you really think that they know everything about that animal, even after, people have studied them for years? No one knows 100%. And some people think, oh, well, because this bear does this or a bear can do that, the bear's smart. How do they know the bear's smart and just didn't learn from their parents? What makes them intelligent? We don't know that. No one took their brain apart. So that's where the common sense kicks in, as to not roll your eyes and say, oh my gosh, here's another one. Just consider the source and go on about your business. No, it's not year-round, Angelo. Usually it's only a couple times a year. Only this past year, since the military base had so much activity, I had a lot more activity here. It seems like when the base is active, they're active. But I've also noticed that my activity has cut down a lot since they put that black box up on the pole in front of my house, number one. Number two, since they've been using the drone. Now, since a lot of people have heard it, because I caught it once on tape, just the tail end of the lights, but we hear the hum of the drone, and I haven't had half the activity here that I normally have, right, guys? Since that drone started, the activity here has cut down tremendously because of that drone. Used to be when I'd come here to the window, it would start out pretty. You'd hear the coyotes. Chev. Oh yeah, Cryptidville. And I called the electric company and the cable company and everybody to find out, because there was a van that pulled up and with a cherry picker and put a black box, and I lost my VPN and my computer started going wacky and my phone calls kept getting dropped and I could hear someone picking up on the other line and all kinds of other stuff happened. But then after that, next thing I know, because we still had activity, but next thing I know, this drone started showing up, and after the drone started showing up, my Sasquatch activity basically almost stopped. So I haven't had half of the activity that I normally have because of that drone. My neighbor's light just went on in the backyard. The floodlight. Which means something's walking around back there. Could be just a possum or a cat or something like that, but not saying it's a Sasquatch. Oh yeah, we had activity almost every night. And I think I made the mistake of saying, Fort Chaffee and, until I started calling them camo dudes. But I think I made that mistake. And that's why they started sending the drone over here. I can hear them. I can hear them with their battery-powered ATVs when they roll up across the street, because the fire line for the military base is right behind the house across the street. It's the only place around the whole military base that does not have a fence dividing the property from the fire line. The only opening besides the regular roads that have gates. Oh, that'll be fun, Cryptidville. Yeah, I see them all the time here anyway. I have the night, the blacked out helicopters that fly over here. I don't care about them guys. One night I was sitting up on my roof with night vision glasses, and one of those helicopters was flying across the street, and they were looking at me and I was looking at them. I just kind of waved hi and put my night vision goggles down. I was like, oops. But they fly over here all the time. I don't think anybody does Cryptidville. Are you male or female? Since I can't tell by your name. Okay. I just don't want to say she said or he. I want to make sure that I know. Yeah, I don't think there's any of us that like to have guns pointed at us, whether they're big or small. And these guys normally don't give me any grief. I've even called them and tell them to stop bombing because they bomb really close to the house. Shakes my whole house. Probably one of the reasons that we couldn't sell it is because of the damage that Chaffee does. No, they don't. You point a gun at a bear and he's not going to say, "Oh my gosh, it's a gun," and turn around and run. You know what I'm saying? I hear my neighbor's dog. I don't have one, Jeff. I thought about that a couple of times. Especially the drone. If I had a real high-powered flashlight or something, I could point it right at it, blind them. Be like, go away. How is it zoomed in? What are you talking about, hon? Good grief, Chev. Where'd you get that? I'd settle for a flashlight that went further than, 5 feet in front of me. Every time I've ever bought a flashlight that said 2,000 lumen and lights up the sky, nothing. I mean, it wouldn't even flash. It wouldn't even show you, 20, 30 yards away. I need to find a really good flashlight. One that will actually light up an area, so yeah, but how much are they? Are they real expensive? Well, I had a friend of mine that was doing a lot of bushcrafting stuff, and he told me about a flashlight that I should buy. So I went ahead and spent, you know, this was back then, went ahead and spent the $39 to buy the flashlight. And I got it home, and I came out in my front yard and lit it up, and it barely lit up my truck. And I was like, how on earth is yours so much brighter than mine? Streamlight? I don't know. I just need a really good one. I figure we're gonna be spending a lot of time out there in the woods. I need a good. I thought about the ones that are the headlamps. I thought that one would be a little bit better because that way your hands are free. Now Sandy had a really good one that she got on Amazon, but it cost her $79 for that flashlight. Oh my goodness, John. What, a headlamp or a stream light? Oh, I just don't seem to have very good luck with flashlights. But I think I will invest when I get a chance in a headlamp, and I think that'd be smart. Keep your hands free. I just have to check around, see if we can find one that, you know, that has a high-powered. I like the ones that have the choice between the green and the red. $139, that's ridiculous. For a flashlight, that's ridiculous. People are crazy. Yeah, I see the screen. Sometimes it's hard to refocus. Once I, yeah, it's kind of hard. See, I'm far away. If I get closer, you won't see the screen, but I'm using the tripod, so I can't get any closer. Let me just take you out of the, hold on. Now see if I do this and put you guys back on the box, then you don't see the screen as much. Stay there. See, now you don't see the screen as much because I'm right on it. But then that way I can't point to anything. So which way is better, on the tripod or up against the window? Or does it matter? Since we don't have any activity going on anyway. Oh, I miss them so bad. Boy, it looks like something's lighting up over there. Look at how bright it's getting. It's like the whole street's lighting up, like there's another light source. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Martha. If I put you on the tripod, you guys can see the lights. If I put you up against the window on this, you know, without it, the only thing you can see is my front yard light. You can barely see. I don't know, Chris, did you leave? A lot of people have left. I refreshed the screen. We only have 12 people left out of 27. But this is our night crew anyway, normally. So the people are welcome to just stop by. I don't know, I haven't heard from Hobbit in a while. Did you refresh, Jeff? You have to refresh to see the new people. Or how many's left? What was that? Something just got thrown. Did you guys hear that? Oh, we got lots of lurkers. Well, my phone doesn't. My phone says 12. There's something fell somewhere. Something. It was pretty loud. Boy, it's really, really, really foggy out there now. Yeah, hello, lurkers. Excuse me. Wow. Shut up, stomach. This is so cool, guys. I mean, the fog is just rolling in. What a creepy night. This is so cool. No. No matter what I eat or drink, my stomach just talks all day long. But more so when I'm sitting the way I'm sitting, because I'm on my legs and I'm bent forward looking out the window. And my stomach just makes more noise. Wow, it is really, really, really foggy. Whoop. There's some crazy noises on Bobby's live chat tonight, wasn't there? Yep, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Woo! Oh, his light's off in the backyard. Boo, where are you? Oh, I miss them so much. Mean old military. Well, maybe the next place I end up, maybe I'll have more activity. I don't know if I'll ever see Boo again. I hope so. Isn't it kind of crazy, guys, that all this is going to come to an end? Not something I'm looking forward to. All right, I've had enough coffee. I need to go to the little girl's room. You guys behave yourselves. I'll be right back. Squeaky flippers, squeaky doors. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm back. What'd I miss? I love it that you guys are all saying Merry Christmas. Excuse me. You're so sweet. Sure. What interesting video. Uh-oh. Yeah, Tank's not behaving himself. I'm having a problem with him right now. He keeps pooping in his cage, in his crate, and I don't know why. I take him outside. He refuses to go to the bathroom outside. He wants to come in and go to the bathroom in his crate. And I don't understand that. What is it, Chev, since I can't hit that link? That dog has got separation anxiety so bad, it's crazy. I bet you 10 to 1 if I put that dog in bed with me at night, he'd go out to go to the bathroom every day. Chev, what's in that video? Christmas is every day. Oh, cool. Well, maybe I'll watch it later if I can't go to sleep. Thank you. But anyways, I've never had this problem with a dog, with a puppy, ever. I train them and they usually take, Bella was like the first week and a half I had her, and then she was trained. And I feed them, and a half hour later, and then 45 minutes or an hour later, I take them out. And they both go to the bathroom, but he runs back to me. And he will he'll sit right next to me, and he does not want me to go anywhere. If I go back in the house and let him play out in the backyard, Tank will scratch at that door wanting in, and he wants to jump in my lap. He's got separation anxiety bad. And I think that's because they abused him. So I have to figure out how to handle this one, because Denny's ready to get rid of him. Yeah. Yeah, Bella's been doing that lately. I can call her and she's not answering, but I think I'm gonna have to check her ears. She might have ear mites. Because normally, I mean, if I just start jumping around, she'll come running. So it's like selective hearing. Where's Bob tonight? Yeah, well, I'm not used to that. Like I said, I've looked up on how to handle dogs with separation anxiety, but him being a pit and a male, that's not good. If I don't get that taken care of now, he can turn aggressive later on. Hey Tony, when do you think you're going to be able to be back home? I need to know that because of the shipment, hon. Okay. It's so spooky looking out here. Okay, John. You're more than welcome. Well, guys, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I guess I'll go ahead and... I don't know. I was listening to that, Martha. I'm sorry to hear that, Tony. Shouldn't last much longer, though, hun. That's my stomach. I can hear a distant howl out there. It's pretty far out. But anyways, I'll go ahead and end the live chat tonight, guys. I just wanted to update you and let you guys know what's going on and ask you for prayers. Keep me in your prayers. And, yeah. And I wish you all... I'll probably try to go live Christmas Eve, like I said, at the, in front of the fireplace. And, we'll see what happens. But good night, everybody. Much love. You know I love you guys. And I wish you a very Merry Christmas. God bless you. And I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for hearing me rant. Bye, guys.